Welcome to the information session about the Intuitives Oracle, powerful practices from intuitives, psychics and mediums. So I'll tell you a little bit about me to begin with. My name is Angela Orora Medway-Smith. I'm a psychic medium. I'm a channel for the Ascended Master and Archangelic collectives. I'm a healer. I'm an author and life and soul alignment coach. I also run retreats. So I do a lot of things. I've been working I first trained as a psychic medium back in 1985, did my first professional reading probably towards the end of that decade. But for the last 10 years, I've been working in my spiritual business full time. And one of the things that I've been doing to grow my business worldwide is to write in collaborations. So I've written in and led and managed 7 collaborations to date. I've got 2 more coming next year. And I've also published my own books on Amazon. So every one of my collaborative books has been a #1 bestseller on Amazon. And the ones that I have led have been international bestsellers as well. In fact, it's lovely to see Fiona here. Fiona is one of the authors in the Energy Healers Oracle, Volume 1, which not only hit an international #1 bestseller on Amazon, but was voted as number 21 of the top 100 healing books of all time by Book Authority. So the format that we follow is phenomenal and I absolutely love it. It empowers people. So I'm really blessed for the journey that's brought me to this place and to be bringing you the opportunity to join a fabulous collaboration in 2025. So I'll give you my vision for the Intuitives Oracle. So there are so many different books out there helping people to develop their intuition with different tools, but they all have one teacher's perspective. There is not a book that is a collaboration that not only introduces you to the inspirational stories of 20 plus clairvoyants, intuitives, mediums, channels, trance channels, but also brings you into their world and empowers you with a practice that you can use at home. And this is what is the incredible fabulousness. I don't have another word to say about it, another way to describe it, about this model of book. It's incredibly empowering. And writing in these collaborative books has done so much for me. Now, I did have this fabulous presentation that I was going to show you, but technology has deemed that it is not available. So I'm just talking from the heart with no notes, so that you know this is just me. So the Intuitives Oracle, the timeline for it is we kick off writing in May 2025 to publish on 11/11/25. And during that time, you go through 3 different phases. So there is a writing phase with writing coaching, which not only helps you to write for a collaborative book, but it also will up-level your writing. So if you've got a vision or a mission to get your own book out there in the future, the writing coaching will help you with that. there's an interim period where we have copies of the book going back and forth through the editing process, but I don't waste this time, and I'm actually going to change. There's going to be some changes on the previous format, Fiona. So during this period, we will meet either weekly or fortnightly. These will be drop-in sessions, so that I and my esteemed guests can provide you with business coaching as well. So we'll be learning lots of different ways that you can upscale and up-level your business. And then, sorry, I was just responding to, looking at a message that I had in there. So that you will be completely prepared when we launch the book. And that's the third part of the process, is the training on how to launch the book and being involved in the book launching process. Now, being part of a collaboration is so powerful because you've got all of our intentions, all of us midwifing this beautiful book baby out into the world. So I'm going to share the information page with you now, just in case you haven't seen it. Normally, by this point, I've commissioned the artwork for the cover, but I am waiting because my favourite artist who created the covers for me for the Oracle series, she doesn't have anything existing that I want to use, but I'm waiting to see whether or not she has something that she has birthed that will work for me. Otherwise, I'll commission something from her. So my cover artist for the Oracle series has been the wonderful Jenny Hawkyard. And Jenny is a clairvoyant, a channel, and she creates the most incredible artwork. And she's, I think, done 3 sets of Oracle cards for Hay House and for Kyle Gray, the last of which has been the 22 Archangels. So those are some examples of Jenny's work. So some of you who are listening might be familiar with Kyle Gray's Oracle cards and therefore Jenny Hawkyard's work. But Jenny takes my vision and she creates the most incredible images, so that not only do we have our wonderful chapters and practices that we're going to share with the world, but it's wrapped in this beautiful energy as well. So let me just share my screen with you. And I will take you through the information page. Okay. Okay, so we all know what it was like when we began on our spiritual journey. There is so much available to us, but it's finding the right information from the right people to help you and support you on your path. And that's part of my vision for this book, is that it will support people with their own awakenings and bring those people into your world. Now, I don't just feel that this book is going to be just for the general public, those who are new on this journey. This is also a book that can be picked up by people who are already practicing and, dare I say, professionals who may even be looking for different ways and different methods of changing the way that they work. And what I'll be doing is I'll be going out to a group of our peers that we all know and love and asking them to review the book. That I always feel that this is a really, really important part of the process. so that we have these peer reviews at the front of the book, so we can also use this information and what they feel about our beautiful book in all of our marketing and everything else. So we have the hook of having those wonderful professionals who will be doing the peer reviews for us. So it's helping people transform their intuitive gifts and connecting them with the higher self and spirit realm. So it's not only tools to help develop their intuition, but also tools that they can work with to develop their mediumship, to develop trance mediumship. I see a wide range of authors being part of this collaboration so that we can actually have a very well-rounded book that it's going to be useful and fly off the shelves, basically. So as well as the book itself, what the project involves is helping you. We provide you with a whole marketing kit so that you can use all of these beautiful images on your social media to help advertise you and your book. One of the things I found being part in the collaborations is that it's also a hook for you to go out there and get yourself on podcasts, get yourself onto TV programs, get yourself onto the stages at Mind, Body, Spirit shows, get yourself out there in a bigger way in the world. And for me personally, it's meant expanding my business from what initially just working in my community and across South Wales to stepping up, working across the UK and internationally, so that my collaboration have brought me work in Australia, in the Far East, in lots of Europe, in the USA, in Canada, which are all places that the books have moved to. And I think the most exciting thing that for me on my journey has been that I'm now being invited to present at the bigger Mind, Body, Spirit shows. I just came back from presenting 3 days at the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival in Birmingham at the NEC. And in February next year, I've been booked to speak at a conference in Florida. Now, that's something that I could only have dreamed of. And all of this has been through this journey of the collaborations and actually getting my name out there in a bigger way. I'm also, because it's something I wanted to manifest, I'm also not only running my own retreats, which I have been for several years now, but I'm being invited to facilitate at other people's retreats. And whether those are day retreats in the UK or international ones. So I had 2 trips to Greece this year, facilitating at different retreats, and I'm in Costa Rica in February, facilitating again. I mean, this is something that I particularly wanted to manifest. So that may be something that you would get excited about, or it may not be. But we also have the opportunity to collaborate with the other authors, and that is just one of the amazing opportunities. Since I started the Oracle book series, I've held meetings on the Sabbats so that we can come together as authors, keep the community running, and do some energy work for our businesses and for our books, which I think is really, really important. And I'm going to be doing this in a bigger way with the bigger community, because there'll be 2 more Oracle books coming out next year. So I want to expand that community. So not only will you have the opportunity to meet and collaborate with the co-authors on this project, you'll be part of a bigger supportive community as well. Additionally, I'm looking at creating summits, online summits for every one of the books. And that's something that is going to come online in 2025. So it's, you know, it's not just being part of a book collaboration, it's actually more than that, much, much more than that. Way more than a book project. So we've got the digital marketing package, writing, coaching and editing. Organically, you become a better writer, and this supportive community. Notwithstanding the book launch strategy training that will serve your future books. I'd already launched one of my channel books, self-published it before I started on this journey. I was a collaborative author. And Spirit actually kicked me up the backside and suggested that I join a collaboration called 25 Tools for Goddesses. And I think that's where it all began, and it changed the way I looked and the way that I presented my work. And immediately when I launched my second channel book, The Book of Many Flames, overnight I managed to get that into an Amazon bestseller, which doing that on my own is no mean feat, you know. So collaborations are much easier to get out there in the world and birth bestsellers, but you will learn how to do this on your own as well. So this is me, this is a little bit about me. You'll have had, and these are all my books, and you can tell that I am so passionate about the energy of these projects and what we can bring to the world, because it's not just about, it's not, for me, it's not just about getting our businesses out there. It's actually helping people and helping them understand what's going on when they go through these spiritual awakenings and helping them develop those. And of course, you are there to support them. They'll be coming back to you to look for your services, because they will have already, by reading your stories, begun to know, love and trust you. So the way collaborations work is that there is an investment to participate. It's, oh, I've done that the wrong way round. So it's £888 or $11. So that's a mistake on there. So it's much more expensive to publish your own book. I made my money back very quickly when I started in collaborations by selling my paperback copies on my website, selling them at fairs and festivals, using them as promos, using them, giving them out alongside courses that I was running, and adding them in as extra value items. So it's quite easy to make your money back. It depends on the size of the book, the cost, but the cost to you is going to be at cost. So it's usually about £4 to £5 for an author copy, and you can sell that author copy then at the Amazon price. So the other Oracle books have been priced at around £18. So at fairs and festivals, I knock the price down and I sell them at £15 because people are getting a better deal. But even then, you're making £10 back on every copy, and obviously selling them from your website as well. So you have full access to all of the promotional tools, including press releases, videos, graphics, podcast recordings, and other materials to use as freely as you want. And you'll also have the ability to work with each other within a private Facebook group. But one thing I am doing from the off with the Oracle books in 25 is creating a fan page. So we'll have a separate page about the book where we can do lives with all of the co-authors and say one a month, so that we can have a platform where we can talk to people on Facebook Live. So that's going to be another way that we're moving on with this work in 2025. So some of our previous authors have written testimonials here. Now, I just want to bring you back to Savante. So, well, actually, the three ladies who are here have all told me how being in the first volume of the Energy Healers Oracle has actually changed their world and changed their business completely. I mean, as a result of being in the first Energy Healers Oracle book, Savante rebranded her business, relaunched absolutely everything worldwide, and she then decided to launch her own collaborative book, which again was an international bestseller, and another smaller book. So what she put what she learned into practice, and within 6-7 months of our first volume being launched, she'd already replicated that for herself. So, and her life has completely changed. So she's filling her international retreats. She's got a new arm to her business, and everything has rebranded. Caroline has experienced similar transformation, and I'm sure that if you have a read of these three testimonials, then you can understand what changes have happened in these authors' lives. And it's not limited to those three. Every one of the authors in both volumes has used the opportunity for different things. And I think it is actually where you are in your business, whatever is the next step for you. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing the information page and listening to me chatter away. So I'm going to stop the recording now and open the floor to any questions. So in practical terms, your chapter is 3,000 words long and includes your practice. So some authors prefer to write their practice first, and then they know exactly how many words that they have available for their chapter. Your chapter can be about your journey. It can be about how your gifts have impacted one of your clients and the changes that you've helped facilitate by bringing forward psychic information or mediumship. Or you can weave both of those things into your chapter. There are also 300 words for your biography, and that's really important. Learning how to write I mean, it sounds really simple, doesn't it? But learning how to write a biography that's going to lead people into your world can be a game changer for people. As well as the paperback book, we publish on Kindle, and we will, not immediately, but we will also be publishing on Audible. So we have a completely different market with Audible. And with the Oracle books in 2025, I'm also looking at the possibility of having them translated into other languages. This won't happen immediately, but then it is likely to happen over the next probably from about within 18 months of publication. So your words will be going out to completely different markets. So we'll be launching in places like South America and different parts of Europe as well, as well as the worldwide launch when we first launched the book in English. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email me or message me on one of the social media platforms or WhatsApp. So my WhatsApp number is 44 7543 547 774. We've had a bit of an issue with technology at the moment, and my assistant's email has gone down. So we are operating from a new email. So my personal email is cariadspiritual@gmail.com. But if you want to reach my assistant Karen, who mailed out to many of you, then her new email is support@cariadspiritual.com. So it's been wonderful to share my vision for the Intuitives Oracle with you. I hope you can feel my passion, and I hope you can visualize how being a part of this collaboration can change your business, as it has for mine, as it has for many of the previous authors in my collaborations. I'm here for you if you'd like to reach out, but leave you today with many blessings. Take care and look forward to hearing from you soon.